Hi, it's so good to be with you again. My name is Amanda, and oh my gosh, it was just amazing to put that video out yesterday and to get your feedback and to hear how much you want these practices, how much you want to be practicing at home. So thank you so much for letting me know. There were so many responses on Facebook and through emails, so thank you so much for letting me know that you want this, and some of you are really specific with what you want, and I appreciate that as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And my hope is that today's practice and every practice we do together is really supportive for where you are on this journey of social distancing and just kind of riding the wave of this virus. So I hope that this practice and everything we do together just helps you come back to center, to let go of all that we're taking in outside in the outside world, and that you can just truly land back in yourself, which is what we need now more than ever, is to really take care of ourselves, to take care of our minds and our hearts and our bodies. So may this practice do that for you. So today's practice is going to be really calling upon some deep strength. So I chose this practice because it's really going to help us tap into that place of strength, that place of resilience, and that place of just kind of riding the wave, not sure what's going to come, but we're just going to go through it. And you know that on the other side of anything that's challenging, on the other side of anything that's dark, there's always light. And so may this practice be a reminder of that for you. As we go through this, there might be movements that feel unfamiliar. That's on purpose, is to kind of add something in that you haven't done before to challenge your body and your mind in a new way, which is what we're experiencing off the mat right now, is being challenged in a whole new way as we're learning to just have our whole lives be at home. And so as we go through this, is that if there's any time you need to step back and you need to take child's pose, or you need to just change it and modify it in any way, feel free. This is your practice, so make it work for you, okay? And if at any point you want to add more to it, you're totally free to do that. So do whatever you need to do, okay? This practice is for you, so make it work for you. All right, we're going to begin in a comfortable seat. Again, if you have a mat, great. If you don't, doesn't matter. And if you have some blocks, great. If you don't, use blocks, use soup cans, use water bottles, or just don't use anything. So you can do this practice with whatever you have on hand. Let's bring our hands to our legs. Close your eyes, please. Draw the shoulders up with the breath in, and exhale, draw the shoulders back and down. Now we're just going to let the shoulders just slide down away from the ears, lengthen through the spine, and then bring your awareness to your breath. And let yourself just land right here, wherever you are. Land into your seat. And begin to connect with your breath. And what that looks like is just taking a breath in and letting the breath out. You're just consciously aware of that practice of breathing in and breathing out. And give yourself a moment here to breathe in and to breathe out. Excuse me, I've had this cold. Inhale and exhale. So see if you can slow the breath down, and you slow it down enough so that you can really follow the path of the breath. And when you follow the path of the breath, this might sound kind of funky to do at first, but the reason we do it is it gives our minds a focus. We let go of everything else, and we draw our minds to our breath. See what you notice, see what you can feel as you follow the path of the breath, drawing in through the nose. See where it goes into the body, what expands, what rises. And then notice what falls, what draws in, what releases as you exhale. Take 2 more breaths. One more. We're going to keep our eyes closed if possible. We're going to stay with this steady breath, and we're going to move our hands to our shins or to the knees. You're just going to begin to circle the heart around the pelvis. Now if you feel more comfortable at this time to open your eyes, just keep a nice gentle gaze. But if you can, just let your eyes stay closed, just staying as internal as you can, just releasing distractions that could draw you away from your practice. And just letting the day go, whatever has come before, just letting it go. Focusing right here, right now on you, your body, your breath. And see if you can expand this circle, drawing the heart out to the sides, the back of the heart back, expand the heart forward. See if you can make this movement as big as you possibly can. And then so smoothly, we transition to the other side. Really bring your breath into this movement. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. It looks really good. Exhale. But more importantly, how does it feel? Make adjustments as you need to so that it feels good. Doesn't really matter what it looks like. Inhale. Exhale. Bring yourself back to center. Roll the shoulders back and down. Really nice. So we're going to come to tabletop. So come right into all fours. Take your wrists underneath your shoulders. Take your knees right underneath your hips. We're going to lift the tailbone, lift the heart coming into cow. Exhale, round the spine to cat. Lift the tailbone, lift the heart, inhaling. And exhale, round the spine. And here, coming back to that breath, following the path of your breath here. Slowing down the movement enough so that the breath has a chance to guide the movement, rather than the movement happening in the breath trying to catch up to it. So as the next breath comes in, that's when you lift the tailbone and lift the heart. Take your time breathing in here. And as the exhale happens, tuck tailbone round the spine, chin to the chest. Tailbone lifts, breath begins. And then release the breath as you round the spine. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Really nice. Come to a long spine, a flat tabletop. Take your big toes together. Take your knees wide. Set the hips back and rest into a child's pose. And then here, you can be on your forearms if it's too much to have your head down. You can have your fists stacked. You can also have your hips more lifted if that's more comfortable. So doing whatever, your fist stacks, I forgot to tell you what else to do there, to have your head down on your stacked fist. But just doing whatever is comfortable for your body, okay? And this is where you can come to at any point when you need a break. You don't need to have a good reason to take a break. You just take a break when your body says, I need a break. So you can come right here, just rest down, take a breath in, and a breath out. When you're ready, we're going to rise up with your next breath. Bring the knees back underneath you. Bring the wrists right underneath the shoulders once again. We're going to take that right leg, step it back, press into that ball of the right foot. As you do that, extend the heart forward, lift through the belly. And now you're going to lift the right leg up, take the left arm forward, take a big breath in here. As you exhale, round in, bring elbow and knee towards each other, and then inhale, expand out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, reach it out. And again, you're matching the breath and the movement together. Be as aware of this as you possibly can now and with everything we do in our practice. That will bring more awareness into your body. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, bring it down. Other side. Take the left leg, extend back, press into the ball of that left foot. Lift through the belly. Extend the right arm forward as you lift the left leg up. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, elbow and knee in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hug it in. Stay here. Try to stay as controlled in the movement as you can, as steady in your body as you can. So the only thing that's moving is that right arm and left leg. Last time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, back to tabletop. Really nice. And then lift the tailbone, lift the heart, big breath. Exhale, round the spine. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, inhale once again, lift the heart, lift the tailbone. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back. You might need to walk the feet back a little bit. And then lift the hips. You can have your knees deeply bent here. You can really lift the tailbone up. Send that chest towards your thighs. Let your head relax. Begin to pedal the heels down one at a time, just stretching through the back of the legs. Take a full breath in, a slow, full breath out, and then root down into the balls of the feet. Heels do not need to touch the floor at all. Take a deep breath in and draw the shoulders forward over the wrists. Extend the heart forward. Press through the feet. Lift the thighs, lift the belly. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward. Good. Exhale, lift up. 2 more like that. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Last one, come forward. Hold in plank. Stretch back through the legs. Stretch forward with the heart. Lift the belly. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice work. Take a full breath in. Exhale. And then as you take your next breath in, look forward at your hands. Walk your feet forward. Come to a forward fold at the top of your mat. You can bend your knees, really lowering belly to the thighs. Release the head down. And take your hands to your shins. Rise up halfway. Take a breath in. And then exhale and release down. Straight legs are not necessary. You can have your knees bent at any point. Just doing what feels good in your body. One more time, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Okay, we're going to come all the way to chair pose. So you're going to drop the seat. You're going to lift up through the heart. Take the arms next to the ears. Draw the seat back. Draw the shins back. Make sure you can wiggle your toes, but the balls of the feet are pressing down. Sit down a little bit lower. And then rise all the way up. Take your hands to your heart. Okay, I'm going to face you. You don't need to change directions. So we're going to have our hands at our heart. We're going to sit back into our chair pose. So we're going to draw the seat back, draw the shins back. Make sure you can wiggle those toes. Keep that. Take your hands to the outer knees. Press the knees into the hands, hands into the knees. Feel the outer hips turn on as you do this. Hands into knees, knees into hands. I'll widen my feet just a little bit. Take your hands back to your heart. Feel that the knees are pressing into the hands, hands into the knees, even though the hands aren't there anymore. Then you're going to simply step right foot out to right, come back to chair, stay engaged in those legs, left foot out to left, back to center, right, back to chair, left, back to chair. Steady in the feet. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Right, down, left. Now back in chair. Sit down a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Make sure you've got your high knee sticking back. Make sure you can wiggle your toes. Take a deep breath in. Yes, we're feeling our legs. Exhale. Rise all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands at your heart. Okay. Inhale, take the arms back up. Exhale, dive forward. Come into your forward fold, release the head down. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, step back to a plank pose. Step one foot back, then the other foot, and now you're in plank. You've got your wrists underneath your shoulders. Extend the heart forward, take a breath in. Exhale, knees can come down. Lower chest, lower chin, extend the legs back. And then take your hands, stack them one on top of the other, and place your forehead right on your hands. I'm going to scoot back a little bit. You're going to have the tops of your feet pressing down. You're going to feel the pubic bone pressing down. You're going to lift up through your belly. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. We're going to keep our upper body on the floor as we practice this next move. So you're going to lift the legs up and just begin to kick the legs. Take a breath in here. Let the breath out. And again, inhale. And you're doing like a flutter kick motion in your legs as if you were swimming in the pool. And just keep going. Keep flutter kicking the legs. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Lift through the lower belly. Feel as if the belly button is rising to meet the spine. Take one more big breath in. And then exhale, lower the legs down. Now plant the tops of the feet down. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Hug the inner elbows in. Slide the shoulders down and away from the ears. You're going to come into your cobra. You're going to draw the heart forward and rise up to cobra. Now take a breath in here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale. And again, last time, inhale, rise. Maybe pause there at the top, extend the heart forward, and then exhale and release down. Now send it back to child's pose or go right into downward facing dog. So whatever you would like to do, whatever your body is asking you to do. And then take another breath. In and out. I always like to pedal my heels. Just feels really good. You don't need to. Just do what feels good. You can just have both feet pressing down. Press the floor away with your with your hands. And then you're going to come forward to a plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. So we're going to build a little bit of heat here. And this is where you're going to really feel your core, the center of your body. So you're going to bring the right knee in, but we're going to keep the body in plank pose. The right knee is just going to come in. They're going to step it back, bring the left knee in, and step it back. That's the movement. And you can go slow, you can go fast. So it's up to you. Or you can go somewhere in between, or you can go slow for a little while, and then fast for a little while. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Do your best to breathe. A full inhale, full exhale. Hard to talk and do this at the same time. Take a breath. Keep going. Speed it up if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome job. Plank pose, downward facing dog. And take a breath. Nice. Take a full breath in. Exhale that breath out. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Awesome job. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take the right leg up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot forward. Drop that left heel down. Rise up to a warrior 2. We did it. Left hand down the left leg, right arm up and over. Take it into side angle, right forearm, right to the right thigh. Take it back. Inhale and exhale. Good, and again, inhale. Nice, and exhale. Okay, come to warrior 2. Pause there. Look over your right fingertips. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Release it all the way down to the floor. Step back to a plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. I just moved right through that plank pose, didn't I? So back to down dog. And then inhale, come forward to your plank pose. And here we go. We're going to do those knee in movements again, okay? So finding this nice steady pose, a nice steady breath. Take the left knee in, send it back. Right knee. Go slow and steady. Or pick it up. Whatever works for your body. Wherever you're feeling. If you're feeling a lot of that overwhelm, anxiety, scared, fearful feeling, work it out here. Breathe it out. Shift that energy. It might be more effective for you to go slower. Listen to your body. Let's do 1, 2, 3. I'm feeling this. 4, 5, plank, downward facing dog. Great job. Left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose, step the foot forward. Right heel down, rise up, warrior 2. Good, right hand to the right leg, lift the left arm up. Exhale, left forearm, left thigh, right arm up and over. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, take it forward. Find your flow here. Stay really grounded in the feet. Inhale and exhale. Okay, back to warrior 2. Expand the arms right from your heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Make sure you land in that plank pose just for a moment. Okay, child's pose or downward facing dog, whatever you prefer. Take a deep breath in. Good. Exhale, knees down. Child's pose for a moment. Take a full breath in. Just realign with how you're feeling. Check in with yourself. Check in with your breath. And we're going to do some more. Take your arms out in front of you. Rise back to a downward facing dog, tucking the toes under, lifting the hips up. Once you're here, feet are as wide as your hips. Please lift the right leg up, take a breath in. Exhale, take the right knee towards the nose, step the right foot forward between the hands, lower the left heel down. We're going to rise to warrior one. And as you do that, just make sure those left toes are pointed towards the left corner of your mat. Press down through your feet, rise up. Take the arms next to your ears. Notice that the back heel is planted, that this isn't a lunge. Draw that right knee forward, right knee over the heel. Press down through that back leg. Tailbone points down, low belly lifts up. Arms right next to the ears. Drop the shoulders down. My dog's really wanting to come in here. You might be hearing him bark. Take another breath. And then as you exhale, take the hands back behind you. Interlace your hands. Draw the knuckles down, but you don't have to straighten the elbows. That's not necessary. So we're just reaching the knuckles down. Draw the shoulders onto your back and think about arm bones pressing back. Keep lifting that low belly. Take a deep breath in here. So we're going to add on to this movement. If this next movement doesn't work for your body, just come back here, okay? You're going to keep your legs in the same position. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to lean forward over the right leg. Maybe here's where you want to stay. Maybe you want to drop down a little bit lower, reaching the knuckles up, dropping the crown of the head down. Now when you're here, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Plant the feet down really strongly. Make sure you're clear in your feet. Lift through the belly. Take another breath. Exhale. Good. Press down through the feet. Rise up. Take the arms, float them up. Awesome job. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step right back to plank pose. This time, take the knees down. Extend the heart forward. Exhale, lower down. Roll the shoulders back. Rise to a cobra. Make sure the elbows stay bent in your cobra, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, release down. Back to downward facing dog. Right into a three-legged dog. Left leg lifts. Inhale here. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the left foot forward. We're coming to warrior one on this side. Plant that right heel down. Right toes point towards the right corner of the mat. Press down through your feet. Lift through the belly and rise up. You've got your arms next to your ears. The shoulders drop down. We're pressing very firmly through the center of that back heel. I got to step my back foot in a little bit. You might need to do the same so you feel really steady in the legs. You feel your hip bones squaring towards the front corners of your mat. Lift the belly, tailbone down. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, take the hands back behind you. Interlace your hands here. Draw the knuckles down. Again, arms don't need to be straight. Draw the shoulders onto your back. Draw the arm bones back. Take another breath. And let the breath out. Good. Okay, so again, stay here. If this position works better for you than the next one we're going into. Take another breath. And then as you exhale, just begin to lean forward. As you lean forward, continue to press through that back foot. Lift the belly. Come all the way forward, resting the belly, ribs, chest. On that left leg, drop the head down. Open through the back of the neck. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Take a full breath in. Exhale out. Another breath. Awesome job. This is not easy. Press down through the feet. Rise up. Arms float up. You did it. Take a great big breath. Exhale, hands are going to come right on down. Step back to plank pose. Breath in. Exhale, knees can come down. Send the heart forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Extend the legs back. Inhale, rolling up into a cobra. And exhale, release down. Nice. Press back to a child's pose or to downward facing dog. Take a moment. Take a full deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Come on back to tabletop. If you're in downward facing dog, you're going to drop your knees down. You're going to walk the knees in so they're underneath your hips. Plant the hands down firmly. Okay, we've got our wrists right underneath our shoulders. We're going to extend back to a plank pose, hug in through the belly. We're going to bring our feet so that they're touching, the inner feet are touching. You're going to take the right foot out to the right, bring it back to center. Left foot out to the left, bring it back to center. Inhale to the right, or you can just breathe. You don't have to inhale and exhale to the left, but just stay with your breath. Try not to move too much in the body. I was feeling myself bouncing through the hips. Try not to do that. Try to stay super steady. One more to each side. Take another breath. Exhale it out. One more just for good measure. Awesome job. Lift up, downward facing dog. Oh, you're doing awesome. I hope you're feeling that. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knees come down. Drop down onto your forearms. Interlace your hands. Drop the hands down. You're going to have the outer edges of your hands pressing down, forearms pressing down. When you look down at your arms, your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. You're going to walk those knees in a little bit closer to the elbows. Tuck your toes under. We're going to press into the balls of the feet and rise into a forearm, into a dolphin pose. So lift the hips up here. You don't need to straighten the legs. You can have your knees bent. It's not possible for me right now to straighten my legs, so my knees are bent. That's what's working for me in this pose right now. I'm in a very cold room. My body is feeling that. And I'm also just not the most flexible in my hamstrings, and that's okay. I'm rocking my hips side to side just because it feels good. Whatever feels good in your body, do it. Take another breath. Exhale. Another breath. And on this exhale, knees come down to the mat. Press back, relax into a child's pose. Any arm position here works. Dropping the head down onto stacked arms, stacked hands, stacked fists. Or arms can be stretched out, of course. Take another breath. And exhale. Okay, let's come on back to downward facing dog. Extend the arms forward. Come back up. Tuck the toes under. Lift up through the hips. We're going to come back to a three-legged dog. Lift that right leg up. This time you can stack the right hip on top of the left. You can keep the right leg straight, or you can bend that right knee, dropping the right heel towards your left hip. Now keep your shoulders as square as you can. Really root down into the hands, into the hands and into that left foot. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bring that right knee underneath you. Slowly and steadily draw that right foot forward. Drop the left heel down, come to a warrior two. Expand the arms out to the sides. You're here. Good. Look over your right fingertips. Take the left hand to the left leg, reach the right arm up and over. Feel this in your body. You're just lightly bringing this hand to the leg. And then take the right forearm to the right thigh, rest the arm there, take the left arm up and over. Feel this in your body. Notice what's happening. Bring it back to warrior two. So you're going to do that same movement, but we're going to take out leaning into the arms. So what you're going to do, I'm going to shorten my stance here a little bit. So you're going to take this left arm, instead of leaning into the leg, you're going to take it in front of you and take the right arm up and over. And then you're going to take that right arm through and underneath the belly, left arm up and over. So we're not leaning into the legs at all, and instead we're really calling upon our core strength, specifically here, the abdominal muscles, to support us as we move in and out of reverse warrior and side angle pose. Now you're taking a breath in and a breath out as you move through the poses. Let's do one more to each side. Good. Come to side angle pose. Pause right here. We're going to switch it up. So you're going to take the left hand to your left hip. Take the right arm forward, palm up. You might need to walk this back foot in, this toe heel, that foot in a little bit, and then really reach forward with the right arm. You're lifting the right side waist away from the thigh, turning the belly and the heart up, bend that right knee. You're really feeling this in the leg, yes, and in the core, into the abdominal muscles. We're going to take it a step forward, further, to walk this back foot in a little bit more. You're going to step right into this right foot, lift up, whoop, and balance, lifting that left leg up, ankle to the left hip height, if you can, doesn't matter if you can't. Turn that left hip up, open across the heart. It's like we're doing half moon, but we're not balancing on the hand at all. we're lifting the leg. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, step it back. You're going to reverse the warrior. Now take the right arm up and over. You can slide the left hand down. Exhale, side angle pose as you know it. Right forearm to right thigh, left arm up. Back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale all the way down to the mat. Good. Step it back, downward facing dog. Press evenly through the balls of the feet, lifting the hips up. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Sometimes it's nice to let a sound out when you breathe. Take the left leg up. Open up the hip. You can keep the left leg straight. You can bend the left knee, dropping the heel towards the right hip. Open across that thigh. Plant the hands down. Square the shoulders as best as you can. Take another breath. As you exhale, you're going to square the hips. Draw the left knee underneath you. Step the left foot forward. Drop the right heel down and rise up to your warrior two. Nicely done. Now, do reverse warrior as you know it. Right hand, right hand to the right leg, left arm up and over, and then come forward to side angle pose, left forearm to left thigh, right arm up and over. You're going to stay with this motion, but you're going to take that right arm under the belly, left arm up and over. Now left arm goes under the belly, right arm up and over. So you're going through that same motion of leaning forward and back, but without leaning into your hands. Really calling upon the strength of your belly, building that strength there, building the resilience there. Slow and steady. Full breath in, full breath out. Come into the side angle pose. We're switching it up from here. Right hand's going to come to the right hip. Left arm's going to reach forward. We've got our palm turned up. You're going to reach through that left arm. Reach, reach, reach. So you're feeling a stretch on that right side, and you're using the left oblique to hold you steady. You might need to walk that back foot in a little bit. Stay clear in the feet. And then you're going to walk the back foot in just a hair more and begin to lift the back foot up. Balancing here on left foot, doing your best to stack right hip on top of left. Extend forward through that left side. Find your breath. Awkward movement, that's okay. Doing something different with our brain and our body. Take another breath. Exhale, bend that front knee, step back with that back foot. Reverse the warrior, right hand to the right leg, left arm up and over. Side angle pose. Good. Back to warrior two. On an exhale, send the hands all the way down. Back to plank pose. Take a breath in. Exhale, knees down. Lowering all the way down. If you like, roll the shoulders back. Extend long through the legs. Lift the heart for cobra. Exhale, release down. Child's pose or downward facing dog for a full breath. Whatever you would like to go to. Take another breath. Slowly release. Back up to tabletop. We've got a little bit more of a standing sequence to go, and then we'll be done. Well, we'll be down on the mat. Downward facing dog. Okay, three-legged down dog here. Lift that right leg up, take a breath in. Exhale, bring the knee towards your nose, step the foot forward between your hands. You're coming into a lunge here, so you're gonna have that back heel lifted. You're gonna lift the belly away from that right leg. Press down through the feet. Take the arms up, right next to the ears. And then pause here. Drop shoulders down. Make sure that when you look down at your feet are on separate tracks. So you might need to walk that right foot over a little bit. Just want to make sure this left foot's not directly behind the right foot. And then once you're here, draw the right shin forward, knee right over the heel, lift the left thigh up. Good. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to take the arms by your sides, lean forward, draw the belly away from the thigh as you lean forward, and then take the arms back up. And then as you exhale, lean forward. Stay strong in that back leg. Good. And then inhale, draw it back up. This time we're going to add some balance. Exhale, lean forward. Extend the heart forward. Press into that right foot. Just spring off that back foot as best you can. Now you're standing in that right leg really strong. Lift the left leg. Press back through that left heel. Arms can be by your sides, out like a T shape. Hands can be at your heart. We're going to balance here for a moment. You're going to extend the heart forward, reach through that left leg. Feel the right thigh, top of that right thigh pressing back. Take another breath. Exhale, bend the knee, send that left foot down. Reach the arms up. Take a breath. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Take that right leg back to plank pose. Exhale, knees down. Bring your knees right underneath your hips. Inhale, lift the heart. Come into cow. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nicely done. Let's come back to tabletop. We have the left side to do. That's all. Come back up. Okay, here we go. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot forward. Stay in that lunge position for a moment. Press into the ball of that right foot forward through the left shin. Lift the belly, get a little bit lighter. Take the arms up next to the ears. Drop the shoulders down. And then just get yourself positioned here where you feel steady. So you're lifting the right thigh up away from the floor, drawing that left shin forward, taking a breath, and settling in. Okay, inhale. Exhale, you're going to lean forward here. You're going to extend the heart forward, one long line from head to tail, but draw the belly back. And then bring it forward, inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, arms up by the ears, and exhale. Now pause here, long through the arms, long through the spine. You're going to step into this left foot, spring off the back foot, come into your standing balance here. This is called airplane. Arms reach long by your sides, hug the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Arms can come out to the sides, hands can come to your heart, whatever you prefer, but really reach through that right heel. Lift that right thigh away from the mat. Draw the left thigh back. Try to square the hips as best you can. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the front knee. As lightly as you can, step the back foot back. Take the arms up. Take a big breath in. You're doing so good. Exhale, hands come down. Step back. Last plank of the day. It's just a brief little plank. Take a breath. Exhale, knees down, and right into cat-cow. Inhale, and exhale. Good, inhale, and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Good, and exhale. Nicely done. Take the left foot out to the left. Actually, switch that. Right foot out to the right so you can see me. You're going to take that left leg, reach it back. Drop the left heel down. Bring that left arm up towards the ceiling. Now really press through that left heel. Take the left arm over your left ear. Really arch through that left side. Take a big breath in. And exhale. Okay, now just let that arm move through some circles. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more. Good, and exhale. Okay, other direction. Inhale up. Open across the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Whoop. Lost my balance for a moment. It happens. Good. All right, you're going to take that left arm all the way down to the mat. You're going to bring that right foot back to where it was, pointing towards the back of your mat. Lift the back heel. You're going to take the left leg forward so that now you're in a lunge. You're going to press down through that left thigh with your hands. You have the left foot forward, the right knee back. To find as much steadiness here as you can, you're going to draw this left heel towards the right knee and the right knee towards the left heel. That's to engage your inner thighs and the pelvic floor. Lift the belly, extend through the heart, lift the arms. Good. And then let the arms begin to open back. Bend the elbows so you can take the arms through a full range of motion. Inhale, sweep the arms forward. Exhale, take the arms back. Inhale, bring them forward. Exhale, sweep them back. And take the hands, interlace them, knuckles down, arm bones back, lift the heart up. Awesome. Take another breath in. And exhale. Good. And then let the arms release. Take the right arm underneath the left, coming into eagle arms. Are you pressing that heel and knee together? Do that a little bit more and you'll find a bit more balance here as we switch into a different arm position. Lift the elbows, draw the forearms away. Let the shoulders relax. Good. Take another breath. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale, let it go. Arms are going to come up just for a moment. Exhale, hands are going to come down. You're going to have your right hand down on the mat. You're going to take your left hand to your left hip. You let the hips draw forward and down, but keep hugging knee and heel towards each other. Turn the belly and the heart up. Take the left arm up. Take a big breath in. Good. And as you exhale, let that left hand come down towards the floor. You're just going to do a big sweeping motion. Inhale, rise back into the twist. Exhale and release it. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale. One more time. Good, and exhale. Okay, from here, you're going to draw the hips back, take that left knee back down, and we're going to do that whole thing on the other side. So the left toes are going to point out. This just gives you a little bit of balance. You're going to extend the right leg down the mat, drop the right heel down. That whole right foot is on the mat. Left wrist underneath your left shoulder as you take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Then really press down into that right foot, open across the chest, take a full breath in. Let that breath out slowly. Begin to circle that arm around. Inhaling, lifting that arm up. Exhale, circle it around. Just two more in this direction. Last one. And then once you're through that circle, you're just going to go in the opposite direction, staying with your breath. Stay grounded through that right foot. Keep lifting through the right inner thigh. So all these details that we add in, one more. Just give yourself time to focus just on one or two. Take that right arm up. Good. And then exhale, take the right hand down to the floor. Point those left toes back. You're going to take this right foot, bring it forward, and then press your hands into your thigh. Rise on up. So here, you have an opportunity to find balance here by drawing the right heel and the left knee in towards each other. Tailbone is down, belly is lifted. Sweep the arms up, take a breath in. Exhale, let the arms draw back. You'll bend your elbows and take the arms out to the sides to find this big circle. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, and circle back. And inhale up. And exhale, bring it back. Good, and one more time. And exhale. Take your hands together, interlacing your hands once more, opening across the chest. And feeling that you're opening across the collarbones, that the heart is rising up. That you're feeling expansiveness, possibility, opportunity here, right now, in your heart, in your chest. Take a breath right into that. You're going to switch it up now. You're going to take the left arm underneath the right, eagle arms, lifting elbows, drawing forearms away. Finding your steady breath. Keep hugging kneel. Keep hugging knee and heel in towards each other. We don't need to bring kneel into this. Take another breath. And exhale. Arms will lift. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand comes down. Right hand to your right hip. Let the hips travel forward and down. Lift the belly. Keep pressing heel and knee in towards each other. Lift the belly and the heart up. Lift the right arm up. Take a breath in. It's on your exhale where you find the movement. Releasing the hand down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, sweep it down. And just a few more. And you're really doing your best to stay steady in the lower body and as fluid and free as you can in the upper body. Always working on finding the grounding and the fluidity in every moment. How can we find stability and also feel free in ourselves? Inhale, take it up, pause here. Good, and then exhale, hand comes down to the mat. Let's sweep that right leg back. Right knee underneath right hip. Walk the wrists back so they're underneath your shoulders. And just a few cat-cows once more. Okay, do one more. Good. Exhale. And let's meet back in child's pose. So when you're ready, I always like to have a wide child's pose with my knees apart and the big toes together, but you can do it different ways. You can have your knees closer together and be back in that way. So whatever feels good to you, just take a moment to be with yourself, to feel your breath. Come back home to yourself. Okay, we're going to shift to lying on our backs. So you're just going to simply roll up, shift all the way down onto your back. When you come down to your back, bring the knees in towards you. Bring your hands to the back of the legs, to the shins, and just hug in here. Drop the shoulders down. Let your eyes close and rock the legs from right to left. Good. Circle the knees around. And circle in the other direction. Awesome job. Okay. Plant the feet down. You're going to bring your arms by your sides, shoulders relaxed. We have our feet as wide as our hips and our toes pointing straight ahead. We're just going to do one bridge. So you're going to press your palms down into the mat. We're going to press our feet down. The full surface of the foot presses down, inner and outer edges. And then begin to peel the spine up, lifting the hips up. Feel the knees drawing forward, shoulders dropping down. Please try not to move your head once you're in bridge. Keep your head steady, chin in line with your sternum. Drop the shoulders down, lift the hips a little higher possibly. Feel the chest and chin meeting towards each other. Take a breath. And then so slowly, we release back down. Once the tailbone meets the mat, just pause there for a moment. Good. And then widen your feet out towards the edges of your mat. You can take your arms out as well and let the knees rock from side to side. Oh boy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have a cough that just keeps hanging around. Okay. Right to left. Take the knees all the way to the right and just pause there for a moment. So this might feel just right where you are. If you want to add a little bit more of a stretch to that left leg, take this right ankle, this right foot, and place it on top of the left leg, drawing this left leg down. That's going to just accentuate a stretch in the front of the left leg. If your knee starts talking to you in a not so nice tone, then drop that right foot down. It might just be too much pulling on the knee. So you just see what feels right. Let the shoulders drop. Let the breath be relaxed. Let the eyes close. We're going to lower the right foot down. Use the belly muscles to bring the knee up, over to the other side. Pause there. Hang tight there for a moment. Feel into your body. When you're ready, and if you like, bring that left foot, bring it to the right thigh. Your right knee and left knee are different. It's like they're different people, so they might need different things. So this right knee might enjoy the left foot on it, or it might not at all. So just listen to it. If it doesn't like it, just bring the left foot back to the floor. Please lower the left foot down. Lift the knees back up. Good. And maybe do a few more times right to left. Excuse me, I cough more when I'm laying down. Bring the knees into the chest. Back into the chest, back into some circles possibly. Good. And then hug the knees in, take your hands and slide them to the shins. Let the knees open out to the sides, dropping the shoulders down here. Pause here for a moment. Drop the tailbone and the seat down. From here, this might feel really good. I really like this stretch. If you want to go into happy baby, just lift the tops of the feet up. Keep the knees bent. Take your hands to the outer edges of the feet. If it's difficult to grab the feet today, you can hold on to the calves or the ankles, or you can even just hold on to the backs of the legs. Draw the outer knees, the outer thighs down. Draw the tailbone down. It's kind of a funny looking pose. You're in your living room, so it doesn't matter. Just have fun with it. Rock side to side. It's a feel good pose. Hopefully this feels good in your body. Adjust as you need to. Take a breath in and a breath out. Okay, let's take the knees back in towards the chest. We're going to take one more twist. You're going to take your feet down to the floor. Take your hips over to the left. Drop your knees to the right. Open the arms out to the sides. And take a breath in. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. We're going to lift the knees back up. Press into your feet to shift the hips over to the right. Drop the knees down to the left. Look over towards the right shoulder, only if that's comfortable in your neck. Be soft and juicy. I can't believe I said the word juicy. But be soft and juicy in your belly. My husband would be laughing at me right now. Drop the shoulders down. Take a breath in. Let it out. All right, you're going to come back up. Take the knees back up. Bring your hips back into alignment. One last time, hug the knees in, take a breath. And then when you're ready, come down to Shavasana. Extend the legs down one at a time. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. Have your arms far enough apart from your body so that the shoulders can relax, that you feel like you're not cramped in any way, but you can really spread out. Excuse me, I know that's like so jarring to hear someone cough like that. So let the palms be up, let the fingers relax. Take a deep breath in and let the breath out. Just rest here for a few moments. Rest here as long as you possibly can. This is where the good stuff is. You can just rest and relax. Let go. Let go. Please stay here for a little bit longer. If you have the time available. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes when you're ready to rise. Take a big stretch in, taking the arms overhead, a big breath in. We didn't do a very long Shavasana, and I'm hoping that if you're able, you're still in it, and you can just hang there for a few moments. Roll over to your side, but know that the time we spent resting on our back was also perfectly beneficial, the perfect amount of time. Rise up to a seat. Hands will come to the heart. Take a moment to close your eyes, to feel your breath, to connect back to your breath, to connect back to your power through your breath, to connect back through your grace and to your resiliency, to connect back to who you are and who you want to be in this moment and in every moment forward. Let's take a breath in and out. Thank you so much for doing this practice with me. Namaste.